Yeah.
Um,
So do you think you think unity is possible? Do you think there can be a cooling down of the temperature,
yeah.
like it was in the Ronald Reagan days, for example, or do you think this is just we're going to keep going down this road and there's not much we can do about it?
No, listen, I'd certainly hope there would be. There is no reason, a couple of years ago that frankly we shouldn't, and everybody shouldn't have been cool at the same time. Every time my father, sneezed, they try and impeach him for no reason whatsoever. I mean, he spent 4 years of his presidency fighting impeachments at the same time, having the best economy this country's ever seen, rebuilding
Yeah.
our military, focusing on education, all the things that matter, to society. I mean, what really matters to society, and that's happiness, at the end of the day. And how do you have a happy society? Well, you have a strong economy. You have people that can live the American dream. You have protection, meaning no one messes with you. No one can kind of take what you are as a country away from you. You have true patriotism. You have upward mobility. We have all those things in the United States, and probably more so than any country around the world. And I think we have a lot to celebrate.
Lot to be happy about, yeah.
Again, but there's a lot of adverse interests that are out there sowing dissension because, frankly, it works for whatever cause they're part of, and you see that all over the world. And it'd be nice
when you're in the room with a political foe and the cameras are off and there's no recording devices, which is, I guess, people are always trying to get little sound bites here and there. But is the temperature cooler there? Like, is there more of like, hey, I know I said this online. I don't really mean it, but I have to do it for my side. Or
yeah, I mean, first of all, lucky enough, I run hotels, I build golf courses and commercial buildings and real estate projects. So I spend much more side, obviously on private enterprise. I run our company and the Trump Organization, everything else. But yeah, there's no question about it. I mean, you'd see, in the U.S. you have obviously the Republican, Party, the RNC, you have the DNC, the Democratic Party,
yeah,
and you'd see people, members of the DNC, you'd be on, Fox News, and they'd come up to you, they'd shake your hand and, hey, how you doing? I saw you do this the other day. The picture of your kid was incredibly cute. And, about 2 seconds later, you see them go on TV and they were just absolute animals. It's like, I don't recognize the person I was speaking to who was literally just, whispering.
Is that surprising to you, or is it that's part of the game? That's normal.
Okay. It's incredibly surprising to me, especially as a guy who's not a politician, right? You got to realize we're not politicians. We didn't come out of this world, right? This is, now we understand it probably better than anybody, but like, this isn't who we are. Again, I'm a bricks and mortar guy. I grew up building skyscrapers and big projects and, running businesses. So that doesn't really make a lot of sense. Not that you don't have sharks in that world. You have a lot of sharks in, New York real estate and, kind of big business around the world. It's uber competitive, but you don't see it as the same ways you see it in politics. It's, again, back to that power grab. That power grab is truly what kind of separates the politicians from normal people who just believe in ordinary capitalism.
Yeah, fair enough.